Okay, students, this is the second term course beginning, and today we will be going to discuss unit number 6, that is Nasiruddin. In the first term course, we discussed 5 chapters. There are total 15 chapters in this book, so 5 for the first term, 5 for the second, and then 5 for the final term. So this is the first lesson in the second term, unit number 6, and this lesson is about Nasiruddin. So there are a few anecdotes in this lesson. We will go through them briefly. For detailed reading of this unit, you must come to page 55. So Nasiruddin is a character in this story, in this lesson, and as he's a historical figure, so there is debate about his place of birth. Some people say that he was born in Turkey, some say in Russia, and nowadays people also claim that he was born in Iran, or some say that in Bukhara. So, but we do not have to be too much worried about his place of birth. Whatever his place of birth may be, we should go through his amusing stories, because he is very much famous for humorous stories. Like here I have raised the question, for what is he famous? So he is famous for humorous stories. So whenever you are reading Nasiruddin stories, you go through severe laughters. Now, as we'll be discussing anecdotes, so here I have raised a question for your brainstorming. What is an anecdote? So an anecdote is a short and interesting, amusing story about a real incident or a person. So there are 10 anecdotes included in this lesson. The first one is about Nasiruddin and his friend Jalal. So they are going on a way, and Nasiruddin gives his clock to Jalal. Jalal wears that clock. Now there are people coming on their way, and they meet them, and to each and every person Nasiruddin is saying that his name is Jalal, and he is wearing my clock. So with this, Jalal gets angry that why are you telling the people this, and he forbids Nasiruddin not to tell them. When another person comes, Nasiruddin again says that this is Jalal, and the clock that he is wearing is his own. With this again, Jalal gets angry, and he forbids Nasiruddin not to mention the clock. When the third person comes, Nasiruddin again says that his name is Jalal, and the clock that, and then he says, oh, I'm not supposed to say anything about the clock. Okay, so with this way, he amuses not only the people but also the friends that he is accompanied with. Then there is a story of Nasiruddin and the farmer. The farmer brought a letter to Nasiruddin, and he requested to read it for him. Nasiruddin said that he cannot read or write. The farmer contends and argues back that you are wearing a big turban. How cannot you read a letter? Because at those days, turban used to be a sign of literacy, a sign of knowledge. So Nasiruddin removed the turban from his head and put it on the farmer's heads, and he told him that now you are wearing the turban. So kindly read the letter. So it is like a person is having degree in hand, master degree, and you tell him that read that letter for me, but he is totally illiterate. And he says that I cannot read. You tell him that you are holding the degree. And then you are also illiterate, and the person gave the degree to you and says that now you are having the degree of master. Read the letter. Then there is an anecdote about Nasiruddin and his daughters. So Nasiruddin was having two daughters. One was married to a farmer and the other was married to a person who was making bricks. Now the brickmaker made lots of brick for which the sun was necessary, while the farmer had sown some kind of crop for which the rain is necessary. Now when Nasiruddin went to the farmer's house, his daughter told him, the farmer wife told him that you must pray for us for the rain because we have sown the crop and water is very much necessary for it. He says that okay. But when he comes to the brickmaker house, so the brickmaker wife told him that you must pray that it should not rain because we have made lots of bricks. If it rains, so it will all be gone. So Nasiruddin got confused and he said that no, I am very much confused. I can pray for either one of you, but I am confused for which one I should pray. Then there is Nasiruddin and the thief. So one day a thief went into the Nasiruddin, broke into the Nasiruddin house, and he was ransacking each and everything. Nasiruddin hid himself in a cupboard. When the thief opened the cupboard, he found Nasiruddin there. So the thief asked him that, why are you hiding here? Nasiruddin said that because of shame, as there was nothing in my house for you. Another anecdote is about Nasiruddin and his wife. One day, Nasiruddin was very angry with his wife and his wife asked him to get out of home and walk on the road. Nasiruddin started walking. There came a man and he met Nasiruddin and asked the matter. Nasiruddin told him to convey the message to my wife. Please ask my wife whether I should continue walking. And he walked for 2 days, okay? For 2 days from his home, he walked. And when he met a person there, he told him that please ask my wife that whether I should continue walking or not. Okay, then there is an anecdote about Nasiruddin's age. So it's very much simple, you can go through that. I will leave a few anecdotes so that you should read the lesson. And then Nasiruddin and the rich man, Nasiruddin in the garden, and Nasiruddin and his donkey. One day a person came and asked Nasiruddin to lend him his donkey. So Nasiruddin told him that he does not have any donkey, and at that time the donkey started braying in the house. So the person got surprised and asked Nasiruddin that you are telling a lie because your donkey is there at your home. Nasiruddin said that a person who trusts the sound of a donkey and not my talking, so is not worth borrowing, lending anything. So this was a brief introduction about the lesson, Nasiruddin, and these are all amusing anecdotes. You can go through them. I know that there are a few vocabulary, few difficult words which you do not know. You should search the meaning of those words in dictionary. We will be covering the exercises in the coming video lectures. So at the end of the lesson, I want to give you an assignment, and that is write a review of this lesson, unit number 6, lesson Nasiruddin, and send it to me as soon as possible. Thank you very much.